We are back with another Epic Universe update. As always, there's so much to talk about. The newest development is over at the hotel south of Epic Universe. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future updates. Some exciting new developments are taking place at the resort south of Epic Universe. Last time we talked about the color transitioning tiles that we could see off to the side. Well, now the first section has been placed on the exterior of the hotel. They will be placed all over the lattice framing that covers the outside. This looks like it will be a lot of work with so much area to cover. The tower of the second hotel is continuing to rise and will quickly be complete like its sister hotel. Here's a great vantage point through the hotel lobby. It's close enough to the park that the Dark Universe coaster and the Dual Racing coaster can be seen from here. Plus, some of the color shifting tiles are in view above the lobby as well. Work is being done on the hotel access road. See the arrow here? They are pouring concrete at a bridge. And work continues on the hotel pools. Here is the in-park hotel. It's slowly getting higher. If you look at the yellow crane at the center of the hotel, this estimates how tall it will be when it's complete. Looking at the arrow in front of the hotel, we can see how the fountain lines up with the center of the hotel. Epic Universe will have 4 themed lands plus the central hub. The rumored lands are Dark Universe, How to Train Your Dragon, Super Nintendo World, and the Wizarding World. Today we'll start with one of the bigger lands, the How to Train Your Dragon area. There's always so much to talk about here. Work is being done on the pathway in front of the bay that connects to the bridge. The portal has now received some new elements on top for theming, and the dark area around the portal is waterproofing, which indicates dirt will be placed here. Here's the newest bridge construction. It's underway between the bay and the water attraction. Also, the 2 Viking ships in the bay have been painted and possibly finished. If we look closely at the front of the ship, one has axe blades and the other spikes. Another Viking ship is in the works near the statues in the bay. It's currently covered like the other 2 were when they were working on them. One of the attractions is coming together quickly, believed to be a Skyfly ride that will let guests choose their level of fun by spinning as much or as little as desired. The 2 towers for the Skyfly attraction have been placed and one now has the arm attached to it. The main attraction will be the family roller coaster. Work continues to progress nicely over the load station. The roof is themed with rough edges to give the appearance that Vikings built it. This building is rumored to be where one of the restaurants will be in the land with a possible pickup window. At the moment, 3 different roof peaks are being worked on. Also, next to the building are some theming samples off to the side. Work continues on the interactive water attraction, rumored to be built by Mock Rides. The boats will be built with water cannons so you can shoot the other boats with water. More of the ride path is becoming clearer with more details being added to the walls of the ride. The roof of the theater attraction continues to be covered. This is believed to be the stage show Untrainable found at Universal Beijing. More theming continues on the second launch of the roller coaster. Plus, next to it is the kids' play area that has more still frame work around it. Next to the How to Train Your Dragon land is the main central hub attraction, rumored to be called Starfall Racers. The front of the load station has new metal framing for a themed element for some kind of celestial body, possibly a comet or planet. Also on the ground, they're working on a concrete wall and pavement. Now, let's head over to Super Nintendo World, where work continues on the Jungle Kingdom. The Donkey Kong minecart coaster has more theming added with new railroad ties around the track. Also, on the track, they have placed a rider clearance device for testing purposes. This will be one of the moments in the ride that the minecart will appear to jump over the tracks. The sideways track is the real one, and the fake track is the one with the railroad ties. Lots of green coverings have been added over the steel framework. Last update, it was all bare over in the top left corner. Only metal could be seen. Now over to the Mushroom Kingdom at the front of Princess Peach's castle. Tile has now been laid out, and next to it is the darker pavement where the next tiles will be placed. Mount Beanpole is also getting some work. One newer element is this round metal form. This is where Yoshi will be going around a tree, as seen in the other Super Nintendo worlds. And the walls of the entrance and exit to Yoshi's Ride has now been covered. Plus, Bowser's Castle is here. This is where we will enter the Mario Kart ride. It has begun to be covered, and now it's easier to see how the roofline looks like Bowser's Castle. Also around the land, several foundations for lampposts have been placed. See all the cylinder shapes on the top level? Next, let's head over to the Dark Universe. As we enter the village, we come to the restaurant where a metal frame at the number 3 is for a chimney. Over at the other restaurant in the land, work continues on what is believed to be a windmill, like the one from the classic Frankenstein movie. Lots of added details can be seen on the walls around the restaurant. They look like stone bricks. One of the 2 attractions in the land is rumored to be a spinning coaster. Recently, more work has been done on the barn-style building over the roller coaster. The roof was flat last update, but now what looks like 2 flaps have been added. Plus, the building has been painted a brown color. Off to the side of the load station, some scaffolding has recently been placed around the wall to add more theming to the wall. Over at the other ride, which will be an indoor attraction, we can see some exterior boards have been added with Gothic architectural shapes to help theme the mansion. Off in the parking lot, we can see pinch rail tracks laid out for this attraction, rumored to be a KUKA arm ride system similar to the Forbidden Journey. Work continues on the portal to the land. They continue to work on the rockwork and tree roots. It's still covered in scaffolding, which makes it hard to see if much has changed from the last update. The next land is the Wizarding World, rumored to be themed to Place Cachet in Paris. Several boom lifts can be seen inside the courtyard. This will help them reach the hard-to-get-to areas so they can continue to theme the outside buildings. Dining and retail shops will be in this area. Over by the portal as we enter into the Wizarding World, they're working to make the arch look like the Porte Saint-Denis. The arch openings can now be seen through the scaffolding. Much of the visible work we can see in the land has been the continued progress to create that classic French-style roof on all the buildings. The newest section to have a roof line added is in this area at the end of one of the streets. And next to it, work continues on building more steel framing for the building facades. Behind this wall is a future expansion pad for the Wizarding World. It's rumored that there will be 2 dining locations in this land, here and over here. And over in this massive building at the number 2, this will be the Dark Ride attraction, rumored to be the British Ministry of Magic. And next to it, at the number 1, will be the theater attraction. It will be the first big show based on the Wizarding World. So far, we've had several smaller shows at Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, but this will be the first show where guests can sit down and watch inside a theater. So far, only 2 theater shows are rumored for Epic Universe, the other one being untrainable in the How to Train Your Dragon land. Now let's take a look at the central hub. As we enter Epic Universe, there will be 3 different water sections. The first water lagoon we come to has received its platform. This is the water section that the restaurant will overlook. At the moment, it looks like they could be working on digging out an outline for the wall of this water feature. The restaurant now has concrete over where the underground kitchen is. Here is a good look into the restaurant where there will be tiered seating. Out at the entrance, work has been done on the classic universal columns. The first arches at the entrance have now been revealed. The columns on the other side haven't seen much progress yet. Over at the rumored carousel attraction, the smaller dome now has the frame around it with the temporary supports still in the center. The smaller dome could be where the queue will be for this ride. In front of the in-park hotel, we have the large fountain that is rumored to be the fountain show for Epic Universe. More concrete has been added for tiered seating around the massive fountain. Also, near the in-park hotel is a restaurant which has a flowing water feature currently being added to the front of it. It should look really nice when it's all done. At the entrance to Epic Universe, a building continued to see progress. A few weeks ago, it looked like this. And now it looks like this. The building now has part of its roof, and over on the side of the building, steel beams have been added. And just outside of that, a new octagonal shape has been built from steel. Thanks, as always, to BioReconstruct for keeping us updated on all the construction in Epic Universe. What land are you most excited for? Make sure to subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.